Oh my God. I just had to call a friend to do this big lifeline on me. And there's no freaking way that I'm the only one that I think it's an imposter syndrome. She thinks that it's an imposter syndrome that I'm dealing with. But here's the deal. Okay. My homesteading expo, I don't have some things done that need to be done, right? And I don't know. Have you ever gotten onto like an ATV or something and then like the emergency brake is pulled and you're going forward, but you feel like something's like pulling you back real hard? I told her I feel like I have a freaking parachute on me. Like I'm trying to run, but I have this parachute on me. My homesteading expo is something that has me basically like shaking in my boots, and it sucks because I know that event is so freaking needed. But I'm having difficulty with crossing T's and dotting I's to get that shit done. But then here's what's funny is, so my friend, her name is Megan. Megan's going to come over and help me. I was like, I need help. I cannot force myself to do the things that I know that need to be done. And I told her what all I've got done. And she's like, you are having like a mental break on it. Not like, oh, I can't handle stress. No, like she thinks that I have like imposter syndrome because it's a new avenue for me and I'm just scared. But she's like, no, you've got all the pieces. We're going to put this together. So she's going to come over tomorrow and help me, right? And I told her, I was like, this is so weird because it's hosting an event, right? I don't know why I'm a little bit afraid of it, right? It is so funny because on 4th of July, I go and fight in women's heavyweight full contact fighting. I'm not afraid of that at all, but here I am with hosting a different type of event, and I feel myself kind of like stuttering. I don't know if anybody else has ever had that where you're just like, I want to do this, but it's like you choke yourself down and like you just can't get going. So I knew that is not who I am. Like I am like this balls to the wall, not scared of anything, like I'm going to do this, but then I feel myself acting and feeling differently, right? So I placed a lifeline. I called someone and I was like, I need help. This is not my personality and like something's going on mentally. So I need another person to step up and help me. And so that's what's going to happen. She's going to be here around noon tomorrow. And I was like, man, I think if I could just get the dang schedule out for that event, that people are going to come because it's a badass freaking lineup. Man, I've got people, for the homesteading thing. I'm talking about my Country Tough homesteading. I got people going to process chicken, people that are spinning wool, people that are doing fermentation. I have some badass freaking gardeners coming. I know like you don't usually hear badass with the word gardener, whatever. My gardeners have had teach like these master gardener classes for MU. They've had a business for over 40 years. Like these some badass gardeners. And if you haven't seen I almost said the F word. If you haven't seen the prices of groceries, oh my God, people need to be able to like fend for their own, like people need to be able to do some things. And I just feel so passionately about this, but I think it's because like that homesteading expo, I think what's got me is just because I know that it needs to be, it's so important and I know that it needs to be successful and just trying to like push through. I think that's what's got me like not getting things done correctly, but I've got everything done behind the scenes. I just got to get it out and share it to the world, and I've got to do it correctly. So if you ever find yourself where you're like, oh my gosh, I've bitten off, something big, right? Man, there is no shame in contacting someone and being like, I need help. I need you here in person. I need help. Man, we're just human, right? We're just human. All of us are. I mean, I know that I get a lot of things done. I know that I set ridiculously large goals, like, I don't know, all this business crap. And I think if people knew what all I got done in a day, it would freak them out even more. And then on top of that, fighting, I still, man, I think if I can get through my first fight on 4th of July, then I think that I'll do well. But I'm nervous. I mean, not scared. I'm not scared, but I'm just like, whew. You know what? With being a short heavyweight fighter, everybody always thinks that they're going to get the glory shot of knocking me out or kicking me in the head. And I'm like, everybody's always trying to do that. So like, if you really wanted to fight me differently and throw me for a loop, you would not try to kick me in the head. So, anyways, that's what the hell I'm dealing with today. Is just had to give my own self a swift kick in the pants to tell me, like, come on, girl. Man, I did something really freaking boss babe today, okay? Our internet went out for a little bit, and this Mennonite guy had given me some old magazines, and I usually look through them to see if there's anybody that I should like network with. Oh yeah, I went through this stack of magazines that I've had, since they're 2021s. I contacted a lady in Virginia, and I was like, yeah, you're a baddie. I was like, I'm a baddie. I was like, but we're different, and we need to, she's going to look through all of my stuff and call me. And I was like, girl, we need to do something together. And she agreed, just like cold calling somebody. And she's like, well, I can tell that you're a badass because nobody just calls me and says, hey, we need to work together, because she's selling the type of horses that my clients would love to buy. So anyways, I don't know. That's what I'm just doing. I'm doing behind the scenes. My assistant is freaking kicking ass and taking names. I've been like, hey, here's a list of people. I need you to find their email addresses. Let's write an email. Let's contact these people. And then within 10 minutes, people are signing up for stuff that we're contacting them about. And man, I've given her I've went through some other magazines and found where people are doing these, where people don't have horses to ride. And I'm like, okay, I want to contact these people about my horsemanship classes that are for beginners. Like, we're really trying, I'm getting really close to being like the business person that I really want to be. That's like, does these huge connections and makes things happen even more than what I already do. Our t-shirts are going well. We have our t-shirt business. And yesterday we introduced tank tops, and apparently I have been limiting myself by not having tank tops because people were all about those. But I don't know, just got some business stuff going on. My fighting's going great. My headshots are getting up there. I will tell you that I'm trying to write a newsletter once a month for each one of our businesses. And my favorite one that I just sent out is for Brandy Von Holton LLC. So it's my brandyvonholton.com website. And it's probably my favorite freaking newsletter that I've ever sent out. And it's always got like behind the scenes thoughts and dreams and ambitions and tips and what the heck's going on. Because we have so many balls in the air that it's just nice to get a short message from us about what we're doing. But I'll show you where you can find those. Here we go. And then I'll get the heck off of here. All right, so here we go. Let me open this up. brandyvonholton.com. There's my face. Let me see if this is the one that you can scroll down to. Yep, right here. Get access to the newsletter. So name and email address. And I'm not a freaking weirdo. I cannot stand when people think that they need to do all this freaking email marketing and like send you a bunch of bullshit all the time. I'm just like, it is. I hate getting so many emails. Like if you send me something, it needs to be worth reading, right? So I send something once a month. So, and it's written by me, and or sometimes I have my assistant might dictate what I'm writing and then have them help me out some, but it's not going to be some sales pitch. I can't stand that stuff. Anyways, all right, that's what I got going on here. My husband and he's building a bridge right now, like literally. He has somebody's going to come and pick up their octagon bridge, and I'm trying to do all of my marketing for between now and the 15th. And so I've got that done for Von Holton Ranch, and I've almost got it ready to rock and roll for the Homesteading page, and that's what the heck I'm doing. I feel like, we've had this assistant since like March, and I really feel like, she's gotten some of the mundane stuff off of my plate, and now I'm able to do the bigger picture items that take more mental capacity from me, but I could never get to them because I was so bogged down with the mundane stuff that has to get freaking done. So, all right, anyways, I just want to get on here and tell you that if you get bogged down, throw a freaking life vest out. That's what I did. And I've got somebody coming over to help me tomorrow to just have a little bit more mental clarity. Right now, I'm going to go get on the TheraPlate because, being a plus size athlete is hard to manage, and I'm going to do some red light. All right, y'all have a wonderful night.